Hey everybody, we're here at GamesCom 2009. We're going to talk a little Mafia 2 right now. The gentleman at my side currently is Denby Grace. He's a producer for it at 2K. So when you're talking about sandbox action games, you really need to start by talking about the environment that the game is set in, or at least that's a big talking point for those titles. And that was sort of the focus for your guys' demo right here, the way you sort of interact with the environment in the game. Can you run us through the demo that you guys showed?
Sure. So for the first time, we were really open the doors on this sort of open world environment we have. The game's set in the 40s and 50s, and we have this huge sort of 10 square miles sort of open world city called Empire Bay. And the demonstration we're showing, we showcase loads of different stuff. The big focus is obviously how side missions are integrated into our main story, but as well as that, we show police systems, we show how shops work, apartments, personal garages, loads of different stuff. Also, we see a lot of scripted events around the city, how we sort of feed these in and sort of litter the main path of the game.
So the really interesting part of that demo, as you mentioned, is the way that these side missions are built into the critical story missions. It's not just a little icon on the map that you can run off and get to. Can you describe how that works?
Yeah, sure. So basically the way we see the side missions is it's kind of like watching an extended version of a film. Like, you sit down to watch Lord of the Rings, you're going to watch the extended version if you're a big fan, you're going to watch the normal version if you're my wife, for instance. But so basically these missions sort of like extend the depth of the characters that you already know through the main story. So they're completely optional. They'll come to you as you're going through the main mission. They'll arrive to you, and basically our main mission will probably get put on hold, put on the back burner, and you'll go and do these things. And some of the really key sort of story threads are told through these side missions that some people just won't experience because they won't want to. But if you want the full picture of the game, then you can play these side missions, and we're looking like adding like 5 to 8 hours worth of the game through these side missions. So what it does, it actually just stretches out the whole sort of narrative, which is a really nice way. Like you said, it's not just an icon that appears somewhere on the map and you go do these things. It's something that's really sort of embedded within the main narrative.
Now another big part of the game is the way you interact with the police walking around. Yeah. Can you talk about the police wanted system and how it sort of differs from other open world action games?
Yeah. So the police system in Mafia 2, like Mafia 1, it's very aggressive. It's we want it to add a level of realism to our city. We wanted to keep the player in check. We asked them to behave like a mafiosi guy, and as such we don't want them to go on massive rampages across the city. The police will come down hard on you. But as well as that, one thing we have done is we've brought it a level back from where it was with Mafia 1. It was really super aggressive at low-level crimes. So low-level crimes, they kind of get detected by the police, they do, but at the same time it's kind of easier to escape, jump over a fence when you're out of line of sight of the cops, and they're not going to know where you are. You're still going to be wanted, but the immediate chase will have gone. But if another cop gets close enough to you, then your rating goes up, and yet again then you're wanted. So you have to change your physical description. One of the cool things that we have is we have a dual wanted system. So your physical description as me can be wanted, and for that I have to change my clothes. Or my car is wanted, and also both can be at the same time. So if my car is wanted, for instance, I can get out of line of sight of the cops, quickly jump out my car into another car, I'm no longer wanted anymore. Can
you tell us when Mafia 2 is going to be available in stores and which systems will have it to choose on?
Yeah, sure. So it's been developed for the PS3, the 360 and the PC, and it's going to ship early 2010.
Thank you very much, Denby.
Thank you.
That'll do it for Mafia 2 from GamesCom, but stay tuned for more coverage coming up.